Have you ever imagined what it would be like to be in an apocalypse? Would it be something similar to The Walking Dead, where you kill or be killed? Or maybe it would be like I Am Legend, where you fear going out in the streets being a lone survivor. Well, Insomniac gave their interpretation on an apocalypse and what it would be like, but instead of making it gloomy and horrific, they painted it with Pixar-like colors and animations, put a goofy story in with physics that makes absolutely no sense, and called it an awesome apocalypse. That is exactly what it is. Sunset Overdrive's story is much like a parody where it pokes fun at popular memes and trends, overly sarcastic and downright goofy. It's about a character who is in a dead-end job that makes the most of his life after an evil empire ruined a city by infecting them with a drink that is mutating the people who has drank it. It almost reminds me of Conker's Bad Fur Day, where it never takes itself seriously and just aims for humorous charm with witty remarks and sarcastic comments. And the humor translates into the game in every possible way. Whether it be the character you create, where you can customize them in normal or bizarre ways, the memorable characters you meet with their own unique personalities and quirks, or the gameplay where you're bouncing off cars and trees. None of it makes sense, and I couldn't be more satisfied. And that is the thing. Sunset Overdrive is just fun. It puts you in an open world setting with crazy weapons, crazy physics, and crazy characters. You just get lost in the gameplay with a Pixar-like world. And what really surprised me about this game was how excellent the platforming actually was. In Sunset City, it is easy to get to point A to point B by grinding rails, running off walls, and bouncing off objects. It kinda reminds me of Jet Set Radio. And not only is it fun, but it can be applied to real platforming scenarios that were crafted very well. But Sunset Overdrive isn't only about platforming, but is also shooting. And taking a page out of Insomniac's book, in Ratchet & Clank, the weapons in this game comes in abundance, with level-up systems and crazy mechanics. It never gets old when you can shoot somebody with Roman candles, switch to an explosive teddy bear, and then freeze everybody in your path. It also helps that they are always throwing new enemy types at you that can challenge you in new and fun ways. You think you're safe by grinding on the power lines? Think again, when we can throw flying monsters at you as well. If the gameplay faults anywhere, it is that the game doesn't offer a difficulty setting. It's never overly difficult or too easy either. It feels about right, but settings are always nice to have. In some areas when you die, you have to start over back at a checkpoint, while others you die and are welcomed with a cool respawn by coming back instantly to fight. It just adds to the bizarre nature of the game. But again, I would have liked to see settings in this game that would have given me more options. There is also multiplayer called Chaos Squad, where you play co-op with up to 8 people. It is kind of disappointing that they don't give you an option to play co-op in this story, but this still works rather well with giving you a variety of missions, whether it be something like Whack-a-Mole with OD, collecting fizzy balloons over lava, or killing waves of enemies like Horde mode. It adds a whole new element to the game that adds some real variety while helping you earn more money to unlock weapons. Again, I would have liked to seen co-op in the story, but this is still good, nonetheless. When all is said and done, this game is simply fun. It's a game that makes no sense and just throws you into a world to go be yourself. The gameplay is superb, the story is humorous, and the art style is awesome. As I said, it doesn't make sense and it doesn't have to, after all.
It's a f***ing video game.
Overall, I would give Sunset Overdrive 8.8.